Hey everybody, welcome back. It is me, jennrogue, here with another video for all of you with my top 5 recommendations on how to maximize your villager's space for the most interaction and maximum adorableness. I have gone through many different ways of organizing and reorganizing my villager's space. I've had them all really far apart. I've had them all close to resident services. I've put them in specific areas with villagers that I thought they were friends with, that I thought they liked. And none of those ways truly maximize the interactions that I had them all have better than the way that I currently have them set up now. So I'm going to show you guys what I did to make all of my villagers the best of friends, or else, and give you my tips and tricks on how to achieve that. So first things first, I forgot I'm in this mode. I put in the camera mode to make it look really nice for you guys. So first thing first, I'm going to show you guys my map. You'll notice a few things about my map. The main thing being, all of my villagers seem to be congregating in the bottom left of the map. Now, there are multiple reasons for this. And I'm going to give you the top 5 ways to do this. I'll kind of go through them briefly now, and then afterwards we could just take a walk through and you can see each and every one of them in practice. So, the number one way to get your villagers to maximize and utilize the space the best is to make sure before you do anything, before you lay down any plots, you go and you map out your space. You have to make sure that you are using an online tool. We'll even draw it down on a piece of paper. Just make sure that you have the actual numbers and like spaces correct. But if you can do that, you can ensure that you will actually have a good space for your villagers. Now, what I did was I utilized a website, and I'll put the link down below, and I went in and I uploaded a picture of my map, and I went in and based on that actual picture and structure of my map, I planned where my houses were going to go. Originally, I wanted them right behind resident services, currently where the museum is all the way up there. I could pop up to that. So up here, that is originally where I wanted like a circle of villager houses. After plotting those out on the map, I saw that that wasn't going to work because my resident services was a little bit too close. Then I was like, could I pop them up on the top left of the map? No, because that is where I wanted my house to be. So that wasn't going to work, and also it was a little too close to Red's Island area up there. And I wasn't about to move the Able Sisters shop, so I was like, all right, fine. Where else can I fit my villagers? Lo and behold, I found some space in the bottom left of the map, and that is where they all ended up going. So, that is my tip number 1. Map out your space. Just do it. It'll help you so much, and you will be so much more thankful. So, right now you're not going to see a lot of villagers in my village, only because it's kind of late in the afternoon and either half of them are inside or at resident services. It's not the optimal time for them to be working around, but it's heckin' beautiful, and that gives me a lot of more space for me to show you what I mean. So, my number 2 suggestion is please map after you map out your space online or by hand drawing, you need to make sure that you open up that island designer and you actually physically map out your houses. So I went and I counted exactly how many spaces I wanted my houses to be, and I went and I laid the foundation for each and every house before I went and put any house in its spot. I made sure that I was like, hey, all right, you know what? This house is going to go here. And then I put the house down, and then I put the little pathway down over here, and I was like, great, that fits here. Then I noticed Flip's house didn't quite fit very well in the entire map of things, so I kind of pushed him out to the side a little bit, and in doing that, maybe gave him like a little more playing room, like he could go over here if he wanted. He has his own little VIP section over here because I almost ran out of space for him. So make sure when you do that, you go and you map everything out before placing it, because holy cow, will it be expensive if you make a mistake. you will owe 50,000 bells to moving a house that you could have had perfectly placed the first time. Oh, I'm sorry, Benedict. I pushed him. Then my third bit of advice to you is after you put them, if you place that down, make sure you have interactive pieces. Like, for example, right over here, I got a chair that Tangy could just go and sit in front of her house if she'd like to. I have in front of Tasha's house, I have a little clip of a villager going and looking at the lamp that was there, loving it. I have a picture of Agnes totally not using the chair, but sitting in front of this lovely tree over here that she likes. Which is right behind a chair she could have used, but whatever. That's fine. She still used the space, which made me happy. Hold on, let's see if we can get this balloon over here. Yeah. Okay. Then we have down here this little area where the villagers like to stand and occasionally fish, which is really adorable. And as you saw in my opening video, I moved Muscle Beach from the top left corner down here in front of Rold's house. He is the gym manager. If you need to work out your little Animal Crossing booty, you could come work out here in Rold's gym. And he actually now utilizes the space in a way that I've never seen any villagers do before, and it made my little heart so extremely happy. Of course, you're still going to get villagers walking around planting, watering flowers, or just doing weird things, but having interactive stuff there just gives them more options. My number 2 bit of advice, place them close to each other. Make sure that they are all close to each other so that they can interact with each other's spaces, so that they don't have to walk all the way across the map in order to get to a friend or something. That was a big mistake I had made. I had placed people next to each other that I thought were like maybe friends or something, and then I would place the other 2 villagers on the other side of the map, just figuring they would come together at resident services. They did not. They just ignored each other, and it was very frustrating. So having them close to each other ensures that they will interact with their neighbors' spaces, as you can see Benedict doing. He just came and up and walked all over Tasha's flowers and then walked away like nothing ever happened. But that'll happen with them. Another huge tip, and I cannot stress this enough. This is tip number 5. So number 4 was place them near each other. Number 5 is paths. P-A-T-H-S. I keep almost forgetting how to spell paths, but paths, y'all. Paths, because your villagers will walk on a path no matter where it leads. They will take these paths. They'll take them into other villagers' front yards, as you just saw before. They will take the path like over here, like straight up and over this bridge. They were like, if this path leads here, that's fine. I'll take it. It's a tiny path. Great, let's go. Your villagers love paths. They will go anywhere that has a path. I cannot stress it enough. Just path it up. So a lot of people will make the mistake of giving them maybe big backyards or big side yards. And yeah, maybe they'll use that space sometimes, but you know what they'll use more? A front yard with a path. It doesn't matter if it's a custom path or not, as long as it's a path, because you know what they'll do, and it's heckin' adorable. I keep saying heckin', but it's true. They'll come outside and they'll start sweeping their path. Because it's their home. It's their new front yard. It's a space that they recognize to be there, so you'll get them outside of their homes just sweeping their steps. Well, or their paths, sweeping their paths, and it is the cutest thing ever. So, to review, number 1, map out your space. Make sure it fits well within your map. Make sure everyone has some space, but also not that they're like way too crowded. Because if they don't have room to grow or move, then they're not going to grow or move. Then number 2, make sure you open up that island designer and you plot out physically on your island where these villagers are going to go. Sometimes it'll take taking your villagers and moving them to the beach and then moving them back. I don't know. Find a friend in Animal Crossing who's rich. Invest in turnips. Get some money. If you want a video, by the way, on how to maximize turnips, let me know. Drop it in the comments and I will be more than happy to tell you how to get rich in Animal Crossing. And then Number 3, make sure for the houses you get them stuff to play with. I think I'm gonna put like a marimba, whatever. I'm gonna put a musical instrument in Agnes's front yard too, possibly also Poppy, so that they can actually go and play with it. So maximize your villagers' space, get them things they can sit on or play with or just do something with, or even yes, flowers count. They can water the flowers, that's fine. They will just sweep, even if you just have a path there, they will sweep those dang paths. Then number 4, place them near each other, because if they're not near each other, they're gonna have to climb a whole bunch of mountains to get to each other, and they will not interact as much, and they will be sad because they can't see their friends. And number 5, make sure paths, put them down, put the paths down. Just look, paths. Say it with me now. Look. Let's say it together. Paths. I'm gonna tell. Paths. See, what's Tangy walking on, y'all? What's she? Paths. Hi, Tangy. Hi, girl. How you doing? No, she's not gonna smile back at me. That's fine. Anyway, so those are my top 5 bits of advice on how to make the most out of your, we're going to stalk Tangy right now, on how to make the most of your villagers' neighborhoods and help them utilize their space, interact with each other. Wait, who else is here? That's how to get them to utilize their space. Ah, look, it's Agnes walking on a path. That's how to get them to utilize their space. So if you enjoyed this video, please, if you find it in your heart, leave a like or subscribe to the page. I am definitely going to put up more Animal Crossing videos like this. Tell me what you're interested in seeing or learning. I have over 600 hours played in Animal Crossing, so I've learned a thing or two about the game. And also, yeah, so leave in the comments what else would you like to see. And if you want to help me make some spaces in real time, I stream on Twitch. I stream Animal Crossing every week Saturday afternoons, and I stream other things as well. Last thing we made was this land bridge over here. Ooh, land bridge. So yeah, feel free to stop on by my Twitch page, or if you want to catch me on Twitter, I'm active there as well. I'll leave the links in my bio, and I'll display them on the screen over here, so you could go type them in somewhere. Thank you so much for watching, y'all. I will see you again soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.